Yo, what up, home slices? Time for a quick update on what I've been doing on my car. So, this is one of my old fenders, right? You can see at the top, I've made holes in these things before. I have completely screwed it up at some point. And today I was busy attempting my third attempt at making my own wide body kit, right? So, you can see I have a whole bunch of polystyrene pieces here. The reason being is I saw Spoolie's video. So if you don't know who Spoolie, go check him out on TikTok, on YouTube. He's made his own white body kits before, and they've come out quite cool. So I saw the way that he did it. So basically, what he did was he put wood pieces where you would see my polystyrene pieces, and then he would take fleece and just like kind of pull the shape together with the fleece, right? So I went with a different approach because I know how difficult it is to actually cut wood, and I didn't want to do that. um I know I can actually sand polystyrene depending on the density of the polystyrene, and I can shape it how I want, and it's much easier to work with. So that's why I went with polystyrene. And then here you can see my material that I'm going to be pulling over it afterwards. So right now I am currently at um just seeing how the shape is, seeing if there's anything I need to change, and once I'm happy, I'm gonna actually put the fleece over. One thing I'm gonna do first though, I'm gonna cover this polystyrene pieces before I put the fleece in aluminium foil tape. Reason being, polystyrene melts with the resin, right? So I don't actually want my shape to start melting while I'm fiberglassing on top of it. So I'm gonna put aluminium foil tape here, put a fleece over, put aluminium foil tape on the fleece, and then take it from there. So I will see you guys soon. Okay, so update. We now have the aluminium foil tape everywhere. Um, so I've covered everything. I've added the support piece here just in case something told me just add like a support piece here because the gap was a bit too big. And yeah, now we're ready to put the material on. If you are interested in buying aluminium foil tape, you can get it from Builders Warehouse on their website. Okay, so like 16 hours later, I wouldn't say this is done, but I got most of it fucking joined. Sorry, I'm supposed to stop swearing. So you can see here that I've glued most of it. Um, the space here is actually going to be like a small vent. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just like fiberglass down the list point and then I just close it up here. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna just like cover this in foil here, and then just like fiberglass this whole bottom piece here, or if I'm just going to like leave it and then just bolt around it. Still not sure about that part, but anyway, that's gonna be like vent, and then as you can see there, that's basically how it is, right? I would love to show you on the car though, but I still need to complete the bumper. I'm gonna kind of make it all one piece. So going like from there, this whole piece here will be the kit. um so not like two separate pieces, just one whole piece. uh yeah, so in terms of dimensions, I've come out 2 inches, which is like 2 J's of a wheel. um so my wheels aren't actually very big, so based on like my rough calculations, I think like a 10J in the front, and depending on how much I go back, maybe like 11 12 J's in the back would actually fit underneath the skid. I'm still not sure yet. But yeah, that's where we're at currently. Later on, I'm gonna finish the bump piece, then I'm gonna go coax me some fiberglass. I have resin already, and then yeah, I'll end up fiberglass in this thing. I'm thinking of maybe doing some duct tape over this and then put in the foil tape just to give it some a firmer surface. There are some screw ups here, like here, so I kind of need to figure out how the hell I'm gonna solve it. um then just from like the front, you can see that this is actually how wide it is. You'll see properly when I actually put the bump piece in this on the car, but that's where we are at currently, so stay tuned for more. So, toxic update. I say toxic because I have a toxic relationship with duct tape. I ended up duct taping over everything that I did. I'm not exactly sure why. Initially, I just wanted to fix up this corner here, and then next thing I knew, the whole thing was duct taped. Yeah, that's interesting. An interesting turn of events. I'm gonna end up throwing either the foil tape this way here or duct tape first, then the foil tape this way here, because I think it's gonna definitely give me a better surface to actually fiberglass on. So that's where we're at currently, and yeah, that's the end of this video. Wide body kit update. Okay, so what we've done is, firstly we put this fender on, right? Then I finished up the bumper piece, right? So currently it looks shite, but what I did was I have a piece of polystyrene here underneath, have one here that is 2 inches out, this is about 1 inch out, and then so yeah, I'm gonna try and go flat, so kind of this shape here. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put a piece of material from the fender all over here, because I'm gonna be fiberglassing it as one piece. Then after that, put some foil tape over this thing and start fiberglassing. I just need to go corpse myself some fiberglass and we'll get started. Yeah, the overall shape, I mean, is wide as shit, right? So that's that side, and this is this side here, right? So let's compare these differences. This side, that side, this side, that side. I mean, you guys can obviously see, right, that this is going to be looking quite wide when it's done. Thank the Lord. So, late night update. What I've done is I've clearly stripped out the headlight so that I could put one piece of material over the bumper, the fender piece and the bumper piece, right? So I still need to cut out my bench here that I just realized, and then paste that piece down. But anyway, this is now going as one piece like this, and then down like this. Right, now I want honest opinions only, right? What do you guys think? Should I go ahead and fiberglass it? Is the shape right? What do you think? Okay, cool. So it is now time to fiberglass. First thing you're gonna need fiberglass, right? This roller I bought here to actually press out the air bubbles when I'm fiberglassing. Then I also bought a releasing agent. The things that you need, so you're gonna need latex gloves, measuring jug, 3 containers that can be sealed. This is to clean your roller, whatever you're using when you're fiberglassing. And then lastly, you're going to need some resin and some hardener. So for now, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be putting foil tape over everything that I'm going to be fiberglassing on. Then I'm just okay, so it took me about half an hour, but the foil tape is finally across everything. Here you can see everything is foil taped. Now next steps is to just put some extra protection on the bonnet, on the door, and then over the wheel. Then I'm gonna put the releasing agent on. Okay, so this is where we're at, right? Everything is prepped, we're ready to go. I'm gonna put that releasing agent into this thing, use my roller, put one coat across this thing, let it dry, and see what the hell happens. Okay, so apply the releasing agent. You can see the redness. It's actually quite sticky. I was quite surprised. Not sure what I was expecting, but yeah. So I'm gonna let us dry. Okay, cool. So mix mix resin with hardener, pour it into this, then use the roller to apply it onto this, then put the fiberglass on top of it, then put more resin on top of it, and then done. Now then we're gonna clean out this roller so that you can reuse it later on with some acetone, right? Cool. So ratios when you're mixing, your fiberglass and your resin. Right. So according to the things that I've read online, you want to be using 1% of catalyst or hardener for however much resin you put, right? So we're going to be filling 500 mils of resin, which means we need 50 mils of hardener. So that's about 5 tablespoons. I got a metal tablespoon here so it doesn't melt. And okay, let's get to it, right? So this is where we're at. Let's pull this thing off. Yeah, you can see the releasing agent worked better than I thought it would. This thing came off quite easily. Obviously now, this is actually what I'm deciding to use as my mold, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna put releasing agent in there, fiberglass in there, pull that out, because that's a shape I actually want, right? Because this is now obviously one layer on top of this, which is not exactly what I wanted. I want it to be the layer behind this, right? So that's why I'm going to use that as an outside mold, fiberglass inside, peel that off, and then put it on. The main problem I have is here, it's not perfect. I'm gonna have to use some body filler here on the spot here just to make it straight, and then there also there just sand it down, make it a bit flat. But most of it is sharp. This you can see didn't come out as I expected, but the other side, so if I flip this over, like you can see there, that side there is actually much better, right? I'm gonna sand the inside of this down so that when I actually fiberglass inside there, it comes out like rather flat and perfect. Then the back is still in progress. I need to add my ventures still. Need to put a layer of duct tape, put another layer of material over, and then put my foil tape, and it will be ready to fiberglass. So hopefully by next weekend I'll have taken off this mold also. I would have fiberglass the inside of that one and be on my way to prepping that to put it on. And then yeah, this side is coming together slowly. I just need to finish up the side skirts and then this whole side will be done. Then after that I'm moving on to the boot. Currently that's just a piece of board that I cut, but what I'm gonna actually do is take it off, put fiberglass the base here, and then from that base, once I pull it off, then I'm gonna actually make a duckbill spoiler for the scar that ends on the line of the boot. And then the strut bars that I already have here, those are going to be used to just give a bit of an aesthetic to that duckbill. That's where we're at currently. I mean, it's all coming together. 1 week to make one mold, already have the shape, already have that off. I mean, it's not bad in my opinion. I would have continued, but my resin ran out, which is actually the problem. But yeah, that's where we're at. Stay tuned for more.